What's going on, everybody? With outdoor archery season coming up on us pretty quickly, I decided I needed to make a sight tape. And like many of you, making a sight tape can be pretty intimidating, pretty daunting. Luckily, I found Pro Archery Ballistics. My friend Lucas over there makes this app, makes it really simple to get the sight tape. So let's walk through how we're gonna make a sight tape for my bow, for my shoots this summer. And the first thing I did is just open up the app here so you can do 5 different builds. I'm gonna do build 2 to kind of show you all quickly. So I'm gonna name this one Omnia 65, and this is with my field tips. So I'm gonna build this one with velocity. I can also build with sighted marks. And really quickly, what that's gonna look like is you're gonna have to measure distances between certain pins you have. So you'll need your center of peep to center of arrow. You'll need to measure from the front of the pins to the center of the peep, the arrow mass, and then distance 1, distance 2, and distance 3. Then you'll need to measure the gap between distance 1 and distance 2, and distance 1 and distance 3. Then you'll calculate and get things that way. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to use velocity. So I have my distance of pin to center of peep. I have my center of arrow to center of peep, minus velocity, which is 270. I just got that from a chronograph at North Idaho Archery. Most archery shops actually have chronographs that you can rent or borrow. My arrow mass is 438 grains, and the outside diameter of my ultra arrows is 0.268 inches. My total arrow length from tip to the back of the nock is 27.25 inches. I have my number of fletchings, my fletching length and height, which I got from the manufacturer's website. In my case, I use Super Sabers, and I have a 2-degree offset to the left. So now that I have all my inputs in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to sight tape, and I already have a sight tape generated for me. I want to make sure that I have the correct sight, so I'm using the black gold, so that's what I have there. I'm going to scroll down here and show you. So you can remove the zeros or have the zeros. I like to remove them. To me, it looks a little cleaner. That doesn't really matter. And what you're going to do is you're going to save the image. I have the D30 label printer, so I'm going to save for that one. You can also get the Epson. If you don't have a label making printer, what you can do is go to More, go to Supplies, and Lucas put both printers on here, as well as the tape required for this other printer. This will take you directly to Amazon, so you can order the supplies you need to then make your tape. So now that I've done this, what I need to do is I actually need to open the print app. So I got the D30 printer, so I have to open Print Master. Now that I have it open, I'm going to do New Label, and I'm going to continue using, I've already set this up for the width of the tape that I use. I'm using the continuous tape, and then I'm going to go to Picture, the most recent picture, and I'm going to keep it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to set this to the bottom left-hand corner, and then I'm going to expand this till it lines up perfectly with the perforations on the top and bottom. For me, this is my printer, the black and white is a little cleaner than the grayscale, so the lines are just a little bit more crisp. And then all I'm going to do is print label. I can print 2. I recommend having at least 2 sight tapes, one on your bow and one in your bow case. That way, in case something happens with your bow, rain, whatever, you just have an extra sight tape already done. Since I already printed one of these, I'm just going to print one now. And there you go. If you want, you could save this template so that way you can kind of refer back to it. That way you don't have to go through the process again whenever you need to do. But that's all it takes.